What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk to you about another Lifetime original movie. So, of course, I'm excited to do that. Today we're talking about A Daughter's Revenge. The story here is pretty simple. There's a young woman named Elle. She's still suffering the after effects from her mother taking her own life. And in addition to the normal, emotional devastation and fallout that comes along with an event, like a tragic event like that, she's also dealing with some internal issues because she blames her stepfather for her mother's death. And she's not the kind of girl who just lets things go, but she's also not the kind of girl who just openly goes after, revenge like that. She wants her cake and, she wants to eat it too. She wants to have her payback, but she doesn't want to, have to pay the price for it. So she wants to do the crime, but she doesn't want to have to do the time. So she sees a chance to kind of start to enact her master plan when one of her old friends, Anna, is about to be released from I don't know if it's prison or jail or a juvenile detention facility or something, but she had a DUI and the judge wanted to kind of make an example of her. And in this kind of community, even a DUI under special circumstances is the kind of thing that can get you ostracized from social circles. So when Anna gets out, she's looking for a place to kind of fit in. And QL, who kind of swoops in and, earns her trust and kind of lulls her into this false sense of security. And the whole time she's kind of trying to get inside of her mind and push her to carry out her plan, which is to get even with her stepfather, who's played by Lyndon Ashby, by the way, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much the plot here, is she's trying to turn Anna, into her personal puppet so that she can get her revenge, and then Anna will take the fall for it. And, of course, things never go as planned in these Lifetime movies. So this is a pretty interesting movie to me as far as Lifetime movies go, because it has everything you want from a Lifetime movie. It's got melodrama, it's got kind of unhinged females, it's got obsession, it's got emotional manipulation. It's got a guy that's completely oblivious, because you have to have one of those. But what I like especially about this one is that it takes that formula and kind of tweaks it enough to where it feels a little bit more fresh than normal. And that's because we have the character of Elle, who is definitely a Lifetime trademark style psycho. But here she's much more cold and calculating than most of the other Lifetime psychos. And she's more of a puppet master as opposed to a slasher or just open murderer. So that opens up some new avenues in the narrative. Again, not to the point to where it makes a completely different movie or it's a completely different experience. But honestly, even if you love these Lifetime movies, after a while the formula does kind of start to wear thin. And so it's nice to have something that kind of spruces things up a bit. Jessica Sipos is awesome as Elle. She's really good. She's got that cold, just Ice Queen side to her, but then she also has that unhinged psychopath side, so she handles it really well. Sierra Woolridge plays the naive friend who gets, who just is come fresh off of getting out of this, whatever institution she was in. She's kind of naive and, gets drawn in, and she plays that kind of vulnerable character really well. Then you have Lyndon Ashby, who doesn't have much to do, but it's just cool to have Lyndon Ashby in a movie like this, if you ask me. And then there's also some other people in here that are probably familiar faces to a lot of you, like Claire Rankin and Tanya Kaye, who again aren't given a lot to do, but it's just nice to have them. And if you have talented people in smaller roles, then that's going to make the overall movie better, and that's definitely the case here. So you have melodrama, not to crazy, insane lengths like some of the Lifetime movies, but it's definitely dialed up. I would say that when the movie deals with Elle, everything is dialed up, and when Elle is not the focus of a scene, everything is kind of more grounded and realistic. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not realistic, but you know what I mean, like more realistic. So anytime Elle is around, that's when I like the movie the best, but I feel like it's a very watchable, brisk thriller overall, so I didn't have any issues with it, even when she's not in it. But it's just not quite as crazy as some of the Lifetime movies. It's got some fun dialogue, but again, that all kind of centers in on Elle. If you don't like Lifetime movies, though, this one is probably not going to win you over as a new fan, because while it does kind of veer off from the usual formula a little bit, it's not enough to make it a marked difference from the normal Lifetime movie. So if you like Lifetime movies, you'll probably like this one. If you don't, it's probably not going to be the one to sell you, to convert you over to the dark side, as it were. So that's my review of A Daughter's Revenge. I liked it. If you're a Lifetime fan, check it out. And I really thought that the cast was colorful and fun to watch. And there was some fun melodrama, which is about all I really need out of these kind of thrillers. If you want to read my full write-up of A Daughter's Revenge, you can do that at markfusion.com. And while you're there, you can also check out tons and tons of other Lifetime movie reviews, as well as just over 1,000 other movie reviews. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at markfusion if you want to see what I'm doing at any of those. You can also follow me at Letterboxd at markfusion, see what I've been watching and what might be coming to the channel soon. But the best way to help me out, like I always say, is just to hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me. help me to keep watching all these Lifetime movies and talking to you guys about them. Watching old videos is also another easy, free way to help me out. And if you're a fan of Lifetime movies, there are a ton of them in this playlist, so check those out if something catches your eye. Thank you so much for watching this video, though. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.